If you're a beginner photographer and you want to grow, you really have to pay attention to this video because we have something called digital overload nowadays, and you're gonna be lost, you're gonna be confused, you're gonna compare yourself to others, you're not gonna know how to grow as a photographer or how to make money with photography, and there is so many things people skip when they want to grow because they're rushing through it. And if you are rushing to make money with photography, you're never gonna make it because you're not gonna be able to learn the process because you are impatient. So I'm gonna teach you a few things I wish I knew when I started and some other things that are gonna help you to grow your business or gonna help you to book your first client. So the first thing would be treat photography as a hobby. And a time ago I told you to treat photography as a job if you want to make money, and this is true. But that comes later. At the beginning, if you find yourself just wanting to make money with your camera, you're gonna feel frustrated because you're gonna be impatient and you're gonna skip parts. And when photography is your hobby, naturally, you're gonna find yourself hours per day practicing, getting better, doing things for the sake of it just because you love it. And it's not gonna feel like an effort to you. And if you want to make money constantly, you're gonna feel frustrated, you're gonna feel like you don't want to practice because you are rushing to get the money. And that's not the way to be a good photographer. Even now for me, I'm a photographer professionally, so I earn money just with my camera. And I love it, it's my passion, I enjoy doing it, but London is very expensive. So when I struggled to pay bills or 1 month I didn't have many clients, I put stress on myself. Maybe I accept photography jobs I don't enjoy so much doing, and sometimes I kind of refuse to take my camera and it's like, I cannot do that. Photography is my passion. So you're gonna miss those times when photography was just your hobby and you didn't have to rely on your camera to make money. So now enjoy it, practice, and don't rush things. Take the time to learn in your process as well. The second thing would be find your niche. And I always tell you this, and on my channel, if you follow me for a long time, you know that I push you to have a few niches. I do have a few. I do wildlife photography, portrait photography, landscape photography, lifestyle. I do everything, even macro photography, because I just love photography so much and I like to explore all the areas. But then I niche down to portrait photography, and mostly I shoot with music artists, with talents, with actors, and this is my main niche. The one I really take care about to get better and to be the best at that particular niche. For example, I'm gonna put you an example for you to understand. If you want to eat Italian food, would you choose a restaurant where they have all kind of food, Italian, Spanish, Mexican, it doesn't matter, like a mix of things in the menu, or you would rather to choose an Italian restaurant, Italian owned by a family who lives in Naples or wherever it is? I'm sorry, you want good Italian food, you're gonna go to the Italian restaurant because mentally you're gonna be, it's an Italian restaurant, so I'm gonna get good Italian food. So same with your niches in photography. If you have an Instagram or a website and you have a portfolio messed up with niches, the client is not gonna book you. If someone wants to book, in my case, for example, I do artists, I do creative press shot for artists. So an artist is gonna be taking portrait photographers in London. So what would you think the client would prefer? They would book an artist photographer like me, which I do creative press shot, and I focus very much on the creative sides of a portrait, or that client is gonna choose actually a headshot photographer or a kids photographer who does portraits of kids. Chances are that the artist gonna want to book with me because I'm an artist photographer and they can see my creative work with other music artists. So this is the same thing. If you are a wedding photographer, but you do wildlife, you do landscape, and you focus in many things and you put it together in the same portfolio, even if you have good wedding pictures, someone is not gonna trust you to do their wedding. Do just wedding, and then in the background, be versatile with your niches for whenever you don't have weddings, you can do other kind of stuff, which is what I did during the lockdown. I couldn't shoot with people. I'm a portrait photographer. So I took over product photography and I was getting delivered products at home and I was shooting them at home. So please experiment in many niches to be versatile, but then focus just in one, focus in marketing just for that one and grow on that one. So you are the photographer to go for that specific niche. Because for me, it's, as I told you, if there is portrait photographers in London and there is an artist looking for portrait photographers, they're gonna go to me because I shoot with music artists. They're not gonna go to a corporate headshot photographer because they just see a portfolio of a person against a white wall, a very classic portrait. So you have to do the same with your niche. Niche down, find passion in something in particular and market that niche till death. And your portfolio the same. You can have your whole website mainly with your niche and then have categories. In my website I have categories. You can check it out if you like to have an idea. I do have categories, but you can see mostly I do portrait. So you can do something similar, but you have to niche down for this. And another thing people don't do enough is practice. And let me explain, when there was no social media, guys, I was all the time with my camera shooting. And I miss those times because now I spend way too much, now less because I'm correcting myself, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Pinterest and watching pictures of others to take ideas, inspiration, but there is a thin line between taking ideas and inspiration to actually compare yourself with others. And then you enter this loop of negativity, of comparing yourself with others, and you are not practicing. You have to focus in your own shit, as I mentioned always, and focus on getting better and compare yourself to the one you were before. I always say this. If you pretend to get better in photography, comparing yourself to an amazing photographer, you're gonna be discouraged. But if you take your portfolio, if you take your old pictures and you say, okay, what can I improve here? What I can do here? Like, you're gonna focus in your portfolio. And when you do a nice picture, you're gonna feel good because that picture is gonna improve your old work. So focus on your own path and stop, please, comparing yourself with others and build a portfolio. So many people as well, they try to rush things. I want money, and they start to pitch emails to clients and you don't have a portfolio. Maybe you have an Instagram and you have a messed up portfolio with messed up pictures. What the hell do you want from the client? If you want to target, I don't know, a portrait photography client because you want to take headshots for someone, you cannot send them a portfolio with landscape photography. So if you know your niche is going to be portrait photography, take your family, take your friends. I do have a video as well about how to look for models for collaborations so you don't have to pay them and they don't pay you. It's an exchange. So you get a portfolio from that model and the model gets pictures from you. So you can do this to build portfolio. And then when you have a portfolio in portrait photography, just then pitch emails and approach clients. Don't rush things because you are missing opportunities. When you have a portfolio, people gonna see what you can deliver to them. So this is something super important to grow. Focus on having a portfolio. A big one as well, this is something I really wanted to say. I think I may even do a separate video about this, but please stop trying to grow on social media. This is exactly what I told you before. Before, when there was no social media, when I started in photography, I was more focused on learning and keep practicing than trying to grow my bloody following on Instagram, on Facebook, or in whichever, I don't know where you are at, probably on Instagram is the most famous for photographers. Guys, stop trying to grow. First of all, because Instagram is not for photographers anymore, they even said it themselves. You're gonna have to be doing Instagram reels, videos, sharing stories. You're gonna have to be a slave of Instagram to grow your Instagram. And that time you are using to try to grow your following on Instagram, you could be outdoors, shooting with models, shooting landscapes, shooting wildlife, whatever you do. Stop social media. Focus on getting better and do amazing photography and then upload it without trying to grow. Because guys, I know it's good to have a good following, but nowadays it's super hard, and all that time you're gonna invest in trying to grow that platform, you could be investing on growing your photography business and your quality. So stop relying on social media. Invest as well in education. This is something so many skip. There is no easy way to learn and get better. It's learning and investing in education and practicing. That's the best way you can ever do. And there is so much access nowadays. I didn't have time ago when I started, and you guys are lucky you have it nowadays. I didn't have YouTube when I started photography. I didn't have the platforms. They are available today for super cheap price as well. I was just practicing. And I think I was lucky because that's the best way to learn, practicing and trial and error. But right now you have amazing platforms. I'm gonna tell you the ones I use right now and I've been using for a few years, and I keep using because I love learning new stuff. My favorite one, and it's free, guys, YouTube. I do videos here, I love it, I love having my channel. It's still small, but I love sharing with you my videos to try to help you out as well. but then I consume way loads of YouTube videos because I love other creators. They inspire me, they motivate me, they push me to learn more. I love YouTube. I even pay the membership. I think, I can't remember how much it was, 11 pounds? I don't know how much it was, but I pay the membership because I don't have ads anywhere. And for me, that's gold, because I know ads are annoying, but unfortunately, creators, we have to put it to make a bit of an income, because this is a lot of work, guys. So yeah, I pay the membership of YouTube. And for me, and actually I unsubscribe from Netflix to put that money into YouTube, because I consume more YouTube, it's more productive, it's entertaining, you learn a lot, and I do pay it. So YouTube is my favorite platform to learn. The second platform would be Skillshare. I always tell you about this. I pay the annual, because with the annual I think it's $10 per month, and for $10 you have all the courses you want to do. When normally one course is like 100 quid, 200 quid, and you pay that platform, you have all the courses you like for $10 per month. And guys, if you want to be a good photographer, it's not just about taking good pictures. It's about actually marketing your photography. If you don't know how to price your work, if you don't know how to do marketing, if you don't know how to actually promote yourself in social media, you're not gonna be able to sell or get clients. And in Skillshare, you have all kinds of videos. I learned video, actually, Final Cut, I learned in Skillshare, and you have a link below for a free trial. If you don't want to pay for it, do the free trial, because in 1 week you can do all the courses you want and learn all you want, and then you can unsubscribe if you want and you don't pay. But I personally pay because I always find myself, it's like a Netflix with courses, let's say. And then the third platform will be Creative Life. Not many people know about this one. I discovered it during the first lockdown. And guys, Creative Life is like a Skillshare, but in a way it's even more quality, because it's for photographers of any kind, but the teachers are like very big photographers and creatives. It's people who works for Vogue magazine, Harper's Bazaar, they work in the film industry with famous people, like they are very huge. So obviously they have a lot of credibility because they are freaking amazing and they are celebrities themselves. So this, I think, if you pay the annual, is around $12, $13 per month, and you have so many courses there. And also, if you don't want to pay for it, you have free lessons. No free courses, but you have free lessons every day. So that's what I was doing at the beginning, till I loved it so much, and now I pay for it as well. You have a link below for the free trial as well if you want to check it out. Those are my 3 platforms for creatives: YouTube, Skillshare, and Creative Life. There is others, but these are my favorite ones. You can check them out. Then obviously I have to promote my community. I have a private community, and I share as well like exclusive content to teach you more about the creative business. So for example, I have exclusive videos, and I share videos about how much money I do in stock photography. I do share behind the scenes of the YouTube thumbnails, so you see how I do them. I did share as well a video about what to say to clients when they tell you that you are too expensive. And that's a good video, trust me, because I have a lot of experience with that topic. And many more things. I also share free digital resources for my members, like my invoice. I have my invoice and I put it out there for you to use it, but obviously I want to teach you. So apart of giving you the template, I put notes to teach you why you have to put those things over there in the invoice. So you can learn to do your own invoice, or you can use mine. So these kind of things is what you can expect in my community. We are a few already, so thank you so much for everyone who is there. It's a very tiny donation per month, and I think it's good to grow together and try to teach you all I know and how I made it in London after coming here without being able even to speak a word of English, and make it as a photographer. So it really encouraged me as well, guys, when you tell me I inspire you, because I struggled so much in London, and to be fair, I didn't have any help of anyone. And if I can help you, it makes me very happy, because I never had that help, and I know how much it means for you, because I was very bad time ago trying to make a living with photography, and I struggle. So all I can help, I'm very happy to do it. Anyway, you're gonna have the link to my private community below. And I want you to take from this video to don't feel discouraged, to don't compare yourself with others, and don't take shortcuts. If you want to go from A to B, you cannot teletransport. You have to go. You have to ride the wave or whatever it goes in your way, and you have to do what I told you. Stop relying on social media. Build a nice portfolio. Don't compare yourself to others. Just focus on having your camera on hand and shooting every day to get better. And try to improve your photography, not others' photography, because otherwise you're gonna feel super discouraged, guys. Anyway, I really hope you liked the video. Please like it if you like it, because it helps me a lot. Subscribe if you didn't yet, and I will see you very soon. Big love to everyone.